Hi everyone, and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel Spelföreningen Fellowship. My name's Andreas, Norwegian Viking, and this is my hobby vlog. So, as you can see, it's a very tidy table. And yeah, so I have these last couple of days been busy building a force to paint up. I think both for a future event and for Battle Company Season 3, which will be coming to the channel very soon. We kick off the channel this coming, well, not this coming, but the Friday the 2nd of September. We are kicking it off with a special event at the local Games Workshop Oslo store. Thank you to the lovely manager Mike, who allowed us to use the tables there for a spectacular kickoff. So far there are 8 participants, but we are still receiving interest from more. So for you Oslo area-based Norwegians out there listening in or watching my hobby vlogs, there is a fantastic opportunity to join in on some very fun games. We are going to play 2 matches every 2 weeks. There isn't any organized events other than the kickoff on the Friday. You don't have to participate in the kickoff to participate in the campaign whatsoever. You are assigned 2 opponents every 2 weeks. You fight those games and you report the results, and you just have to contact those opponents to get the matches going. So of course that gives you an opportunity to have both those matches on the same day, and even your opponents can bring their opponents along, and you can basically create a fun event yourself. So it doesn't require that many miniatures at all. Please go on the channel you're watching now and click on the Battle Company's link. There is a rules review, as well as the factions reviews are starting to come to a close. So I think we're over halfway through the 27 different factions you can play, and it basically requires no miniatures at all. You can play with you can basically start your warband and play through with very few miniatures. You need some base troops in the start and some elite troops going along. You can of course do all the converting and all the fun and games you basically want for the campaign, as long as the miniatures look like what they are, and you have a way of differentiating between the models. Basically write their names on the basis and the like, you are golden. So what have I been working on this week? Well, feast your eyes on the Grand Army of the Shire. So I know it isn't an impressive sight yet, but it's been a lot of work. So removing that many mold lines and prepping the models for painting is kind of a chore to do. I've been watching great many movies and episodes of different series while doing this somewhat tedious work. So what do we have here? This is basically every single Hobbit model you would need for a Hobbit army, barring some characters. Now, I have not included Bilbo, new or old version, and I have not included Andreas because he's already painted in the middle of the shot there. So this is all the Hobbit miniatures you need, because when you create a Hobbit army, you have at maximum 6 characters that can lead. So Banderbras can lead, Bilbo, Frodo, Sam, and Merry Pippin, no, sorry, Bandobras, Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin. So that's 5. And Paladin Took. Those are the models that can lead. So that's 6 heroes, leaving you with the option to have 72 base troops of different sorts, and then you also have some support characters. So what I have here is 72 hobbits. It's 12 sheriffs. I have 12 more, but the reason I only have 12 in this army is because there are only 12 in the Shire sheriffs. There hasn't been stated if there are 12 plus the sheriff himself, the Grand Sheriff or something, but there are 12. So that's these 12, this row. So what I've, and then I have 36 militia. The reason I have 36 is because you have the maximum bows you can field is 24. So I have 24 hobbits with bows, and I have 36 militia. I could have 24 sheriffs and 24 militia, but that wouldn't be fluffy in my opinion. So obviously upgrades does need to be marked on the models themselves, but I will maybe paint some of them a bit differently. We will see. I also have 2 hornblows. In certain games I might take 2, so that's 2 of them. We have Fatty Bolger. We have Paladin Took. We have Lobelia Sackville Baggins. And we have Farmer Maggot with the 3 doggies, Grip, Fang and Wolf. We also have some mounted hobbits. We have, this is this is Frodo, sorry. So Frodo, we have Sam, and please note that he doesn't have his waistcoat on. He has a different kind of clothing on. We have Pippin. We have Merry, which I've done some work on. So he has a shield strapped to the saddle. And we of course have Bill the Pony. Needs to be in there. So we have several foot models dismounts, actually 6 dismounts for the 4 hobbits. And the reason I've done this is because I wanted to have the ability to paint up all versions of one model at the same time to achieve the same colors. So for Merry we have the normal Merry with the shield and armor, and that fits quite nicely because he has his leather armor on, and looks quite good there. We also have the final Eowyn versus the Witch King box set Merry, and then we have the final Fate of the Witch King Merry model with without a shield or without his helmet, and that's of course because he loses his helmet when falling off the horse. So when clipping part one of the Merry models I got the shield from, I suddenly have a Merry helmet. So I've drilled out the head from this model. It won't focus, sorry. There we go. So I drilled out the head, and I'm thinking, because I've watched the scenes quite a few times and it doesn't seem like Merry is moving that much away from where the horse landed, so I might just stick it to the base of the Final Fate of the Lich King model, or I might put it on the mounted version in the belt, but that might clutter up the model too much, so I'm not particularly sure. So then we have Pippin in his full regalia armor. So it won't fit exactly with the mounted model, but it's good enough. And then we have Frodo. So the Frodo model looks basically the same as the mounted one. He has a buttoned waistcoat, but without any of the actual buttons. So what I might do is just remove the buttons on this one and fill in the buttonholes, so that it's basically an inseam, or sort of like a lacing underneath, but he has unbuttoned or unlaced it when on foot. Otherwise the miniature looks good. I might actually lengthen. No, it's fine. It's fine like it is. But the most work I've done is on the Sam model on foot. So I've taken the Weathertop Sam, and I have drilled out his waistcoat, and there's a bunch of details because I just went over with liquid green stuff somewhere. It will look better when it's painted, but it's basically I've done a similar type of tunic thing with a spread on his basically goes in towards the hip, so I can paint it in the same colors as the Sam model on mounted and still have coherency, or they will look good. So I'll paint the hobbits all together. I will paint the skin tones, and then I will paint the clothing. Will basically just, there are 9 of them, so I'll pick out about 6 different colors for the clothing, and just paint up like 3 of them each with a different matchups of clothes. So I will get some different types of shades and clothing patterns, stuff like that. I already did some preliminary painting on 4 of them. That was for the grand campaign, but they aren't finished. So I will basically just rebase and repaint them to go along with the project. So that's my hobbits. This will be my my work throughout September, I think. Hopefully these will all be finished by the end of September, I hope. So yeah, that's it for now, I think. I'm quite pleased with the work. It's tedious work, but it has to be done. Mold lines are a pain to get nice if you paint over it, and better just remove them with a nice file. So these will actually be the first good army I've painted in quite a while. I haven't painted any good armies for the Hobbit since I painted my dwarfs, and that's a long time ago. I think that's 2008. I painted my dwarfs, so that's 8 years ago. I painted some good armies. I painted good models, but not good armies. So I hope you enjoy this update, and I'm going away now for some army training. So I will be back Thursday in 1.5 weeks. But there will of course be daily videos. We have the aforementioned Battle Company's faction series, which are coming out daily. We also have the Grand Campaign each Saturday, and so you will be sorted with videos throughout my my small 2 weeks away. So please have a very good weekend, and as always, please comment, like, share and subscribe, and do support your Hobbit hobby.